So for people who don't know, this video is by a girl who calls herself Superwoman on YouTube, has I think 5 million plays at the time of recording this, and it's called a geography class for racist people. Let's set it up.
If you're gonna be racist, at least do it right. And look at this comment under my YouTube video. Go back to your country, you terrorist Paki, Afghan Indian Muslim slut.
Notice something? This entire video, this is important, is predicated on a YouTube comment without an avatar or any likes. Without a hint of irony, she included that. It says 0. Not even 1. Not even 2. 2 would be +2 from 0.
With all kinds of misspelling, so he knows like some 13-year-old.
It could be a sock account that was created just for this. Here's the important part. That comment, obviously indefensible, but she uses that comment as a springboard to make gross generalizations about anyone who is Republican, conservative, right-wing. That's why it's important to know. That's the setup. Let's move on.
Hello! Today we're going to be taking a trip around the world, so you'll need to pack. It's probably been years since you've had the chance to use your passport, just like your penis. But don't worry, this time you'll actually take off.
See, this is why old media resisted YouTube for so long. They would say, and this is true, and I tried to fight against it. We've tried to elevate quality here by actually spending hours and hours trying to write material and jokes and source stories. Here's a broad who's made it because of a niche, okay? She's made it because of a niche. She's in Indian in Toronto. It's a big market there. This is a bad joke that wouldn't even pass at an open mic. It's that bad. People look at it and they say, oh, see, YouTube's nothing but a bunch of hacks because of this kind of material. But here's the thing. Her jokes are not nearly as bad as her points or ideas. And we'll get to those.
The aircraft you're flying will probably be a double-decker, which means it'll have about 300 to 400 people on board, which is approximately the same amount of people at Trump's inauguration.
I don't know about the exact numbers at the inauguration. I'm more concerned with the tens of millions of Americans who were actually attending work that day. You know, the tens of millions of Americans who elect presidents.
Please note that we're not gonna fly through the Bermuda Triangle because things mysteriously disappear there. In fact, that's probably where your education went.
I don't think Miss Super Bollywood here fully grasps the concept of education. It's not memory. It's not a perishable skill.
We're going to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, around Africa, and through this passageway that's very narrow. Just like your mind.
Narrow-minded, I know, right? Just like my narrow-minded Trump-waving sign, trailer trash, geographically challenged, TSA bucking, uneducated mind.
Once we reach our destination, you'll notice that India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan are actually 3 separate countries.
Oh, I know this people are going to say this is trivial. This is such a Canadian leftist pseudo-multiculturalist affectation, right? Listen, I'm from Montreal. I don't say Montreal in English. And it's not because English people are stupid. It's because they know it is Montreal. Pakistan, Afghanistan. But then she says India. What a They don't necessarily say India. You put the accent to try and note proper pronunciation, but you're just an idiot. Plenty of countries have different names in their native tongue than we use in English. Notice countries like España, Deutschland, Österreich, and Hungary. You've never gotten it right, Hungary, so don't expect me to get your name right.
When you land and are going through customs and they ask for your occupation, make sure you say trash can. And when they ask your date of birth, be sure to say 3000 BC. You effing caveman.
I mean, I hate to say someone who I disagree with is just not funny. That's not the argument. Hopefully the argument of ideas, you can take that here. But saying, you're a trash can, you're a caveman. I mean, is this not an example of 3rd grade writing? I bet your dad's occupation is a trash can. Burn!
And I know what you're thinking. It probably smells like curry.
No, I was not. This is not. I did not think that India smells like curry. No. We would never make a gross generalization about an entire country based on a stereotype. I would think it smells like human because people poop in the streets in India. 50% actually poop out in the open in India. So I would never make a stereotype based on a generalization based on stereotypes. I would make it, however, based on verifiable statistics. 50% in the streets, human .
Quick travel tip. If you're going to India, they don't kill cows there, so there's no beef. But don't worry, because if you kill anything, it'll be considered mental illness. So you're good.
So I'm supposed to believe they're pooping in the streets from just eating vegetables, not buying it, firstly. Second, the only person here with a mental illness is the one responding to an entirely fictitious group of walking, talking, racist, fake tanning human trash cans because of one YouTube comment with an amateur anonymous avatar and no likes. I'm sorry, did I say mental illness? I meant retard. Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Syria, or even India.